Senator Capito.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Ranking Member, and thank you, Director Patel, for being here. I know on April 17th you traveled to West Virginia to visit the CGIS facility. I'm sorry I couldn't join you in there. I had a conflict. But for those of you who are unaware, this is where all of the background checks, but also the fingerprint for purchase of firearms. And the numbers are quite staggering when you see how many applications are processed every month. I think it's amazing the work that they do out there. I would like to know, the employees out there really appreciated your visit. You've already mentioned that maybe some of the diffusing of some of the DC FBI would be going to, hopefully, into the Clarksburg facility. What was your impression when you were there? Or do they have the resources to do everything they need to do? There's a DOD facility right next door where they use information, share information. Just what was your general impression, and how can we get the resources there that they might need through this budget?
Thank you, Senator. My general impression aligns with yours. I was wildly impressed with the work that's done out there. It's the unsexy work that the FBI does on a daily basis, whether it's gun background checks, national criminal information background checks. State and local law enforcement relies on us, and every time they have a traffic stop to call in and adjudicate the individual they're confronting, or when they're going to get a search warrant. We have about 1,000 acres out there, if I'm correct.
Right.
It's a beautiful property. It is available for expansion. We are almost maxed out when it comes to how many people we can currently put there. We are putting some more folks there throughout this reorientation program. But, you can never have enough computer data being ingested. And what I'm working on specifically to improve CGIS, which will improve the work that happens in every single state, is the reporting in data cycle from state and local authorities. Because without that, CGIS doesn't work. It only works as well as with our state and local law enforcement. So I'm working on that to move to some of those folks and make sure that they are reporting in. But we would love to continue to expand the footprint there.
Well, anything we can do there, I think the work they do is phenomenal, and I know it's been increased over the last several years because of the new requirements that we had in the School Safety Act to be able to look at juvenile records for the 18 to 21-year-olds, which I think has been a very successful effort and prevented several hundreds of people from obtaining a firearm that really should not be eligible for that privilege. So thank you for that. Drugs obviously is a huge issue in our state and our country. I know that when you mention the obstruction of child traffickers, everything's tied to drugs. It's the purveyor of the money. It provides the money for people to be able to traffic and abuse children. I mean, the drug, if you ask a local judge, how many % of cases do you have in front of you have some intersection with drug abuse or selling drugs? It's 80%. So I would encourage you to do everything, and you are, to prevent the drug smuggling and working against the transnational criminal organizations. Are you finding when you got there, you have enough capacity it's such a far-reaching and daunting challenge. Do you have the capacity within this budget to be able to be as aggressive as you want to be?
Ma'am, I think we do. What I am working on is changing how we apply AI to the ingestion of information we have. We simply cannot hire enough human beings to triage the data that's coming into systems like CGIS. We need to rely on private sector engagement to work with the FBI so that we can triage what is not useful and focus on what is. And I think that's what we're doing within our limits here.
Let me ask you just a quick question. I don't know, I know you're in a constant hiring position because people leave, people retire. Maybe you're not hiring up to the 38,000 that you said, but you want to keep a steady flow here. Are you finding, I think law enforcement over the last several years really suffered from a lack of interest or even people weren't even applying for jobs in certain like Border Patrol and local law enforcement because of the besmirching of that terrific occupation of law enforcement and keeping us safe. What are you finding in your recruitment efforts?
So in terms of recruitment's been a big focus, ma'am. Thank you for asking. Over the last couple of years, the average application pool per month for 1811's Federal Bureau of Investigation new agents per month was about 2,700. In the first 2 full months that I've been the FBI director, we have doubled that to 5,700 applicants per month, which is a record for FBI history.
That's terrific. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Capito. We're privileged to have the ranking member, the vice chair of the full committee with us today. Senator Murray, you are recognized.